Right, so this is the story of the drainage so far. I only really got started on the video logging when Mo kicked my ass into gear to get on with it. So I missed the first half of the digging and the drainage journey. But to be fair, you've only missed a lot of me shouting, swearing, and just being genuinely angry at digging because it's awful. Anyway, so here we go. Let's have a look at the story.
Hello. So, Happy New Year, January the 1st. Slight flooding in the greenhouse. Slight flooding, so got a cold as well, so today's day I've got to pump this out. But I'm glad it's happened again once more, because we're virtually on the edge of being able to drain it. The last little channel has got to go from there to there, and then that should stop the flooding going into the greenhouse, and instead it should pump it down, off and away. I think it's coming in through here, so there's a channel that runs from there. Everybody else in the surrounding houses has raised the level, and it's going under the log pile and under through there. Right then, time to start pumping out this water. Here we are. So, got to get over there using that ridge. So I'll put this down for a second. Right, so here we are. I'm just going to lower the pump over there because the sump's underneath this here. But there's no chance of getting anywhere near the sump at the moment because I'm not snorkeling. I'll just set it up and then I'll put it on a time lapse and let you know how long it takes to drain. Okay, so we've just started pumping. Not long, hopefully. Worst part about all this is I've just cleaned it. Right, so we're still pumping out. It's 5 hours into the process, and I can walk in wellies down here. So you know it's better. Here we go. Let's see how we're going. I've managed to move the pump into the sump. So it should drain all the water. So we've got about 2 inches left in this bit, and then we've got the channels around the sides of the sump. And it's just started raining again. Yay! So today I'm working on drainage solutions, which involves digging up crush and roll, which is a fantastic job. Anyway, let's show you where we're up to. Right, so this is the back where we thought it might have been coming in. We're going channeling all around the outside. I had assistance yesterday, but not today. And there we go, we're all around there.
and to there. I've had to cut that buddleia out the way, but they grow quick. Digging crush and roll's fun. Right, so just about finished digging the trench. Let's have a look around. I'll show you what's going on. Right, so the last step, I just realised the final piece of piping is the wrong diameter. Great. And then move it all the way around now. To be honest, right though, I'm hoping to Christ that this is the last bit of digging I'm ever going to have to do. But I have actually said that about 5 times already, so I'm not hopeful. Finally ready for the backfill. So we lead up there. That's going to be under the clay, and this is all good to go. So the main problem, I think, was this area here. So along this back edge, just this area, the next door neighbour's soil level is there, which comes to there, and the concrete goes to there. So we've got about 20 centimetre overlap, so hopefully this will take the water all the way before it gets in. Previously there was big mounds of clay around here, so now I'm just going to bury all this in stone. Cool. Yay, finally completed the drainage, I think, hopefully. So I ended up putting another little spur to this area. It's down there is completed. Down here, took 4 tons of stone in the end, but hopefully that'll be the last time the greenhouse turns into a pond. Just got to bury that now. All this finished about a year ago. And after that it didn't rain for about 3 or 4 months heavily at all, so there was no way of knowing whether it had worked or not. But eventually the rain came and the greenhouse has stayed dry, and it's stayed dry ever since. So, you know, victory. But since then life got in the way a bit and things have ground to a halt and nothing much has really happened. Finished the sauna. I'll show you that on the next one. So it was success. We've got a success, and you get there in the end. Anyway, thanks for watching, and if you want to see what happens next, mushrooms, then you can subscribe and join me for my journey. And if you're enjoying this video, you can always like, and I think there's something called hype now. I don't know what it is, but you know, apparently it's supposed to be good. Anyway, thanks again, and peace out.